Welcome to our continuing coverage of the PBA Philippine Cup. And on opposite ends is our matchup for this afternoon, where we have the Terrafirma Dyip against the Magnolia Pangbansang Manok Hotshots going up against each other, both again on opposite ends of the standings. I'm Jude Torquato. With me in this coverage for game number 1 of our triple header Friday is Vince Season.
Well, once again, it's great to be back with you, Jude, here in the PBA. And yeah, you have two teams on opposite ends, but this is a team you can never really count out. The Terrafirma Dyip are a team that's continually improving. They have a new player who's really kind of adjusting. He was the #1 pick overall in the draft, so they're just sort of getting their their wheels spinning already. But let's see how they can go against this very seasoned and very winning Magnolia Hotshots team.
So the Terrafirma Dyip is second to last place, having lost both the games so far. And the Magnolia Hotshots have won all 3 contests that they have played here in the PBA Philippine Cup.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually talking to some of the people from Talking Text, and they were talking about Terrafirma. They played them in their very first game, and they said this is not a team you can underestimate. They have the ability to really show brilliance in flashes. They just haven't put together a whole game as of yet.
Well, Terrafirma actually during their last game played fairly well, and I think they showed a lot of potential when they played the NLEX Road Warriors.
Yeah, as you can see, they just didn't shoot very well, but they were right there. I mean, their numbers are more or less the same. Just a few rebounds shy of what NLEX put out. But again, their shooting percentage wasn't that great. They have to improve on that. They were getting their guys involved. They had 17 assists, just not enough to get the job done. But I'll give them I'll call it a not bad. But 40% is not gonna do it against a good team like NLEX.
Well, on your screens is #1 pick Joshua Munzon. He struggled in the first game, but during their last contest against NLEX, I think he kind of got a better feel of the PBA game.
Yeah, definitely. I'll call it a bounce back. This guy is good. He has a lot of talent as well as a lot of hair. But he adjusted very well against NLEX. Like you see the numbers: 24 points, 50% from the field. Positives in 3 points as well. Played 33 minutes. It was definitely I always say don't count the first game for any player. I think in my very first game in the PBA, I had a big goose egg, so they were calling me Hizano because I had a 0 after my name, so that wasn't fun. But again, first game doesn't make the player.
Well, Joshua Munzon, certainly a lot of expectations, being the #1 overall pick from this year's PBA draft. Let's go on the other side. You see the Magnolia Hotshots warming up here, and their last ball game, they beat the defending champs, the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Yeah, definitely Barangay Ginebra. I'll just say it. They played okay, but I think they were just out-hustled in that particular game by Magnolia. You look at all of the numbers favoring Magnolia. They were up in free throws, a huge number, 31. To get that number of free throws is something just to be said amongst itself. Up in rebounds, out rebounded I think a taller and a more team with more length. They had more bench points. Just basically every number was on their side. So just solid numbers from Magnolia in the last game, and that guy's a big reason why it happened in Sangalang.
Well, that guy that you were talking about, Calvin Abueva is a big contributor as well. But the guy that you saw before him, Ian Sangalang, has been very consistent, and in fact so consistent that he was named Player of the Week for the PBA.
He's not just playing consistent. He's playing big. In fact, he had big numbers against Barangay Ginebra, and he had the game winner against Alaska. So this guy has been just really doing it very, very well in his few games in the PBA. His numbers against Ginebra: 17 points, shot 50% from the field, 3 boards and a block. But again, he's one of those guys I look at. Don't judge him by his looks. He's only about 6'4", 6'4.5", maybe on a good day 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
Well, one thing about Ian Sangalang is he's one of the players in the PBA who probably has the most skilled back to the basket post up game amongst all the big men in the PBA. And after you saw Ian Sangalang, you did see the beast, Calvin Abueva. He is a new player for the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots, but he's fitting right in.
Yeah, everybody knows that Abueva, brings to the table. It's not necessarily surprising that he has, fit in well with this new team. They've taken this early lead in this conference because the Beast has gelled very well with his energy and his ability to get to the basket despite whatever defense is there. His conference averages are really high, solid on offense and defense, 17 points, shooting 45 from the field, about 10 boards per game, about 2 or 3 assists. Again, he's doing what his team needs from him. He's that energy guy. He's solid. He's strong. He is the beast.
Well, his talent and the way he can contribute is of no debate. But I think if you can tame the beast as far as the off-the-court antics, he's definitely going to contribute. We do have a break coming up, but when on the backside of the break, we're going to have tip-off for you, so don't go away.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 46th season of the PBA. This is our first game and it's time to meet the starting lineups of both teams. First from your Terrafirma G. Starting at forward from Boracay Aklan, number 10, Andreas Kahilig. Also at forward from Manila, number 0, Roosevelt Adams. At center from Balagban, Cebu, number 17, Aldrich Ramos. At guard from Mandaluyong City, number 5, Wami Johnson. And also at guard from Pampanga, number 24, Joshua Munzon. Head coach of the Jeep is John Cardell. And now let's meet the starting five of your Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots. Starting at forward from Ilagan, Isabela, number 1, Jackson Corpus. Also at forward from Olongapo, Zambales, number 19, Rome De La Rosa. At center from Lubao, Pampanga, number 10, Ian Sangalang. At guard from Cagayan de Oro, number 6, Gio Halalon. And also at guard from Tondo, Manila, number 3, Paul Lee. Head coach of the Magnolia Hotshots is Chito Vic Toledo. Game officials are Noel Kilingen, Albert Nubla, Janita Castro.
So there you have it, our starting lineups for Terrafirma. It's Johnson, Munzon, Ramos, Adams, and Kahilig. And then for Magnolia, it's Lee, Halalon, Sangalang, Corpus, and De La Rosa. So the opening tip controlled by Magnolia. This tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. So Corpus with first possession, Halalon inside. Sangalang, the player of the week, misses his first shot of the ball game.
Oh, wow. That just shows you the athleticism of Munzon as he goes against a very active and very athletic Jackson Corpus, who's known to block a few shots in his day, but he just went right at that defense.
Well, he turned on the afterburners. He was kind of hesitating in the beginning, and he just kind of found a small hole and drew the foul for 2 free throws. So Joshua Munzon. He's been known the last few years as a 3-on-3 expert as he splits the free throws.
3-on-3 is such a different game compared to the full court style of the PBA. I think it really gives you a lot more space playing full court.
Lee against Munzon. Paul Lee spins inside. The back shot is too strong. And I think Adams.
That's exactly why coaches say, jump stop. So you don't get caught in the air and you have nowhere to throw the ball.
Well, he did get an emphatic rebound, but got a little too excited. This is Corpus. Hands it off to Halalon. Halalon, hesitation, double team, out to Corpus. Corpus takes the three. Come on.
Wow. He can hit that. He's shown that he has that kind of range. Not just an inside very strong operator. He can hit that three as well.
So Magnolia's on the board. They take a 2-point lead. Terrafirma now with the ball. The lone free throw by Munzon. Their point so far. Munzon, double team, triple team. Kicks it out from the outside. Taken by De La Rosa.
Once again, Corpus goes up for it. 2 in a row.
So that's something in his arsenal that he hasn't shown a lot yet. But here he's got all 6 points.
Action Jackson. Corpus lighting it up from three-point land.
Kahilig hands it off to Munzon. Munzon against Corpus. He takes a three-pointer. And the offensive rebound to Adams.
Ramos.
From the outside, Aldrich Ramos.
That's what he's done his whole career. He's got that knack for hitting those sort of long-range shots for his size. That makes him a stretch big man.
Yeah, Aldrich Ramos certainly 15 to about 20 feet. He's deadly. Halalon hits it off Chongson.
Almost lost control and turned the ball over, but had the presence of mind to throw it off Chongson.
So Lee gives it to Sangalang. Kick it out to Halalon, to a cutting Paul Lee. Paul Lee, nice smooth layup, but he missed it. And Corpus, I think, is going to be called for the offensive rebound. That's going to be number 2.
I didn't see a lot of contact there, but anyways, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have gotten to that point.
Scratching his head.
Paul Lee's got to make those. I mean, he can make the most ridiculously hard shots, but he missed that one. So I think he kind of just lost concentration there.
Munzon on the left side, inside to Ramos. Somebody flies across the court, and that was Halalon. I guess a foul will be called on Chongson.
Yep. Offensive foul away from the ball. Those are the kind of calls that are fouls that drive coaches up the wall.
So Halalon brings it up against Wami Chongson. They give it to Sangalang, pounded by Ramos. Back to Kahilig, to a cutting Lee. Lee for 3.
Like I said, he can make a 25-footer, but he couldn't make a 2-footer. I think he just lost concentration on that layup once again.
So all field goals for the Hotshots are 3-pointers. 2 by Corpus and that one by Paul Lee. Chongson, inside they go. Ramos, the lean-in jumper, banks it home.
That's a part of his game that he's only showing now. I haven't seen that in years past, so it's good to see he has a sort of a middle game.
This one is last touch by Munzon. Stays Magnolia's way with 13 on the shot clock.
Look at this. Mr. Paul Lee just comes casually shoulder to shoulder off of that screen and just drills a 3.
Here's Sangalang, left open, off the cut.
The PBA Player of the Week, you shouldn't leave him open to the basket. He's playing well these days.
Here's Munzon once again. Gives it to Kahilig. Out to Chongson. Chongson hounded by Halalon. Goes baseline, inside to Ramos. Short stab, doesn't go. And that's De La Rosa giving it to Lee. 6-point lead for Magnolia. Lee, hesitation move, forces up the shot,
Oh,
and he drew the foul.
that was a fishing expedition by Paul Lee. But again, with his expertise and ability to, really accentuate whatever contact he gets from the defense, a lot of times the referees will blow the whistle for him.
So Paul Lee, out of Tondo, Manila, the University of the East, Red Warriors, played for Gilas, and now Magnolia. So I don't think he's missed free throws this conference.
No, he's been on a very high clip, and he's really shown leadership by example.
13-5 is our score. Magnolia, a quick start here in the first quarter. Quick enough that I think they've got three three-pointers, a field goal, and a couple of free throws.
So they're playing well. And imagine they missed a wide open layup. I keep harping on it, but it's so funny for me. A guy can make a 25-footer, but a 2-footer's a challenge.
Well, Terrafirma certainly has struggled. I think they've got that free throw from Munzon, and then Aldrich Ramos has a couple of baskets as well, but that's about it so far.
Again, they're not a team to be taken too lightly. They got some guys who really can step up, and if this is their day, I mean, they could end up shocking a team like Magnolia, even if they are undefeated at this point.
So Johnson gets a screen from Ramos. Johnson picks up his dribble, leans in, and rattles it home.
Nice confident stroke there, and a terrible inbounds pass that I won't say missed the mark, completely missed the mark.
Here's Johnson. He was left wide open. They were expecting him, I think, to find and kick out.
Seems like everybody's doing the PJ Simon shot nowadays. They all picked it up from him. I think he popularized it.
Nice move by Johnson. That's the Wami Johnson shot.
That's very nice. I like those guys who should do those reverse shots like that.
Alalon, hesitation move, double team, kicks it out to Corpus. Corpus, inside he goes, and a blocking foul
And
on Kahilig.
it was inadvertent, but even from here I could see that his elbow, as he was going to the basket, just inadvertently hit looked like the chin of the defender. Look at this reverse once again. You guys show on this side, I'm going the other side. I don't go vert, I go lat.
Nifty move from Johnson. So Benuelas Rosser will enter the ball game, but a timeout has been called here. We do have a timeout. Don't go away. We'll be back. Welcome back here at the Inares Sports Center. It's Terrafirma versus Magnolia. And Terrafirma struggling so far here. I mean, they've got a couple of nice baskets, but they have not been able to stop Magnolia. And one guy who certainly needs to be the man is Joshua Munzon.
Yeah. Well, so far he's everything that has been advertised about him is showing. He's a gritty kid. He played from the streets of LA. Played at Cal State Los Angeles. I actually had a summer league there a couple of times, and really tough action going on there. So he's used to all this competition. You can see he's even 40 feet away from the basket. He's asking for the ball. He wants the ball all the time.
So Wami Chongson has the last 5 points for the Terrafirma Jeep. And he cuts the lead to 1. Halalon picks up his dribble. He tries to post up, but Munzon right there, read it like a book.
Strong play by
Chongson.
Munzon.
To a cutting Ramos for 3. That's Adams, and they take the lead.
This is the guy that guys have been telling me about. Do not leave him open. He will bite you. Again, he's silent operator Adams, but he does get the job done. Let's watch it once again. He's got that ability. He's tall.
Catch
He's
and
about
shoot.
6'6", 6'7".
Yeah,
And,
with athletic ability. And a timeout has been called by Magnolia. Timeout brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. A good run by the Terrafirma Jeep has shocked Magnolia into calling a timeout just to stop the bleeding. But you see the potential now of some of these players with Roosevelt Adams, Joshua Munzon, and the rest, right? The veteran Aldrich Ramos still there, as Calvin Abueva now will enter the fray.
you know, they do have a lot of individual talent. It's just a matter of putting it all together and getting everybody to be on the same page, trusting each other. Once they get that, wow, look out.
So here we go, Abueva with the ball out to Sangalang. Nice cut inside.
What a stretch there by Baroka. I mean, the little guy really had to stretch out to get that shot off.
So Baroka gets the long rebound. Hesitation. Gets a screen from Sangalang. Nice bounce pass. That's a give and go. That's how you do it. That's like a clinic.
That's a slip pass done to perfection. Baroka Salangsang, and the PBA Player of the Week knows exactly what to do from there.
Here's Munzon with the ball, top of the key, out to Chongson. He tries another three and makes another three.
Chongson's playing very loose and very confident.
Terrafirma takes back the lead, 18-17. Paul Lee, nice crossover move, leaves Joshua Munzon behind, but he missed the shot.
Right now, Terrafirma really showing that they have confidence and they're not afraid of the Hotshots.
Munzon once again, starting to play, step back three, in and out.
The Beast.
And the Beast all the way to the basket. Runs over Joshua Munzon.
Oh, wow. That's a big collision right there.
I think Munzon, you can argue he was there, but I think he was not in the restricted area, or he was in the restricted area. And that's why I think they probably called the blocking foul.
I think Munzon could have gotten out of the way, but you remember when Manny Pacquiao a couple years ago when he had that one fight, and he said he lowered his guard so he could just feel the other guy's punch to see how hard it really was? Maybe that's what Munzon did there. I just want to see how hard is the Beast. Kamson.
So we've got a substitution. Kamson in the ball game. So Magnolia regains the lead off of those two free throws from Calvin Abueva. The fake, the pass, a little too high for Kamson.
Yeah, that was high and very strong, very difficult to catch. That's an unforced error for sure.
So Magnolia a 1-point advantage as Baroka brings it up. Johnson still in the ball game. Abueva hands off to Lee. The drive. Calvin Abueva kicks it out. This is De La Rosa.
Wow.
Gets the bump and
Wow.
hits the shot.
Wow. That was like the longest finger roll I've seen in a while. He really took off from like just inside the short 17 there. Just kissed it up there. That was really nice touch there from De La Rosa.
Here's McCarthy. He tries a three. Hits a three.
Again, they're so loose. And I think the Hotshots are just a little bit slow on their closeouts. There's a lot of threes going up from Terrafirma.
Baroka. They leave Calvin Abueva wide open. I'm not sure if you want to do that.
He held the follow through there, stuck out his tongue, and looked at the bench of Terrafirma.
You're not going to respect my shot? I'm going to make you pay. Oh, nice steal by Chongson. Baroka already had it. And then he got his pocket picked.
Jongson's really playing well.
He's in double-digit scoring, I think. Got a couple of threes and a couple of field goals. Baroka to Calvin Abueva. A looper.
Wow.
Falls in.
I think that caught snow at its peak. That was so high.
So Magnolia now a 3-point advantage. McCarthy drives inside all the way. His pass tipped away. So 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We do have a timeout. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Sorry, 12 points.
Welcome back here as you see Jeric NBC now in the ball game for the first time for the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots. Terrafirma has possession. They're down by 3. Ganuelas roster inbounds.
Wrong
The
one.
outside. McCarthy misses the 3-pointer and Baroka will push it up. Baroka to Rivas. Inside they go. There's Abueva. Now he's being guarded from the perimeter by Ganuelas roster. Here's Abueva. Hook shot is an air ball. Here's McCarthy. Kicks it out. Anzon.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hit nothing but bricks.
Yeah, the windows are open. I think there's a strong wind.
26-23, a little over 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Abueva, and his shot bounces in.
And he got knocked there on the chin. Again, when guys are going up, their hands are going up, but also their elbows. That's right about the point where your chin gets in the way sometimes.
Rosser out to Camzon.
Oh,
Well, he missed the 3-pointer last possession. This time, the 15-footer
so
right through.
So technically he's 100% because the first one was a pass. It's an alley-oop, right?
Who was he alley-oop to? Who was he passing it
I
to?
don't know. It's somebody.
Hanmisi to Rivas. They give it to Abueva. Abueva double teamed inside, fade away. Not there. And comes on with the rebound. Here come the Dyip. Down by 3. Danuelas Rosser. Hands off. Comes on. Tries another 3. This one's long as well.
Hey, 3 in a row for him, almost. Not shying away. Comes on, comes down 3 straight times, taking 3 straight shots.
So a whistle with 1:10 remaining here in the first. So Mark Baroka will be shooting 2 free throws. Foul called on Calvo. We've got another substitution as Laput will sit down for the Terrafirma Dyip. As Mark Baroka, you know, they shot very well from the free throw line against the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. McCarthy will bring it up. They're now down by 5. 1 minute remaining. McCarthy goes inside, kicks it out. Calvo gets a screen, stops and pops. And Abueva gets the rebound, and
Camson.
he had Camson draped all over him.
You know, that's something you can't say about the guy. He's shy to go after shots or rebounds. It's all over the place.
So Magnolia, chance to extend this 5-point lead. Rivas, give it to Anmisi. Cross court they go. Here's Baroka. Still lots of time on the shot clock. And the long rebound taken by Anmisi. Kicks it back out. Baroka kicks it out. Abueva. Bonicio. And he rattles it home.
That was nice. That was a nice confident stroke by Dionisio. And give credit to Amicia on that as well for not giving up on his missed attempt. He got that offensive rebound and it turned into a 3 for his squad.
So now an 8-point lead for Magnolia. Here's Calvo, stopped. Comes on. Inside they go.
Oh, wow.
And that didn't go anywhere.
He got pushed really hard. He flew. He went vertical and somehow made a big L in the air and went that way.
A big smile on the beast's face.
Par for the course for him. A little contact on a Friday afternoon. He loves it. Wow, what is...
That's just a wild shot from McCarthy. Good defense from Magnolia in that last play. So after 12 minutes of play, we have an 8-point advantage for the Magnolia Pambansong Manok Hotshots. 33-25. We'll be back. Welcome back here at the start of the second quarter as both teams trying to figure out how to adjust from those first 12 minutes. You're looking at Magnolia, but on the other side of the coin, we do have Terrafirma looking for their first victory in this PBA Philippine Cup in 2021. And one of the guys that I think they really try to rely on is a veteran. A stretch big man, Aldrich Ramos.
Yes, Stretch Aldrich. He's been really helpful on offense for the Dyip, as he usually is with most of his team. But, you know, this year with such good creators on his team, he just has to pick his spots and shoot his shots. And against NLEX, pretty solid performance from him, 17 points. Shot a high clip from the field, 3 out of 3 from three-point land and 9 boards. So, again, all he's got to do is just sort of wait out there when the creators do their thing. He just sits out there and makes his shots like he usually does.
Terrafirma will have first possession here as Calvo will bring it up. Ramos. Really. McCarthy tries to find a hole.
Oh, nice
drops
pass.
it off. Nice pass. Here we go, McCarthy. I think a double dribble will be called.
A lot of chippiness going on inside right now. These guys are really pushing off. Forced McCarthy into a turnover there.
Magnolia has possession once again as the turnover for the Terrafirma Jeep. Bonicio out to Baroka. Ahanisi against Ramos. Cross court to Baroka. 4 on the shot clock. 2 on the shot clock. This is going to be a catch and shoot situation now for Magnolia.
Pretty decent defense there by Terrafirma. Gotta shoot it.
Well,
That's a long
well
one.
they got the time, and that'll be a 24-second violation. I was surprised that
Baroka passed
yeah
it.
that Morocco passed it with 2 seconds remaining.
Well, anyways.
I think it hurried Ahanisi.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like,
shocked.
You were supposed to shoot it. Why do I have the ball? And I'm like 35 feet out.
But
so-
you know, I guess with Baroka, you can't blame him. He's probably saying, "Hey, Jarek, you're the shooter. You shoot it."
Or you're the rookie. I'd rather see your percentage go down. No, just kidding.
So Ramos out to McCarthy. Adams back in the ball game with the ball. They give it. I think this is Calvo. Calvo inside. Tries to sneak it in. But Junisa right there on defense. Baroka stops and pops. He hits a 3.
Just so many weapons for Magnolia. That's why they are called the Hotshots.
McCarthy out to Ramos. Ramos stops and pops. And the 15-footer, I mean, that's the stretch big that we've been talking about.
Stretch Aldrich. Pick your spots and shoot your shots.
Here's Ahanisi.
He can
Takes
make
another shot. He's been struggling from the outside. I mean, that's his expertise. But so far, he has not exploded.
He's online, and he's gonna be due. I can already anticipate that. Maybe if it's not in this game, it's gonna be in the succeeding ones. But you can tell he's got a good stroke. He just haven't quite gotten his form yet.
From the outside, Calvin Abueva. And he adds on to the lead. Now in double digits.
The Beast from long distance land stretches out that lead to 12 points now.
Calvo. Out to McCarthy. Inside to Ramos. Ramos inside. And what's the call here?
I got the Beast holding, trying to go for that steal. Going around, I'm sure he grabbed the waist. Let's look at the Beast. Just looks off easy and just says, hey, I'm open too.
Jackson Corpus now in the ball game once again. Recall he did pick up 2 quick fouls after hitting 2 quick 3-pointers. Monzon from the outside. Kahilig way short. And rebound. Last touched by the Terrafirma Jeep as Corpus helping out the ref for the right call. Benicio inside to Corpus. Nothing there. Baroka gets a screen. Kicks it back out. He hit 2 earlier. Why not? Johnson also now back in the ball game. Adams to Munzon. Munzon gets a screen.
Oh,
nice
what a fake.
crossover move. There's a bump, no call, and he hits the back shot.
That's solid. That is just a solid play right there. Everybody in the world, including me, thought he was going to go right, but there he goes left, baseline. Takes the contact from a big guy, Jackson Corpus, able to put it down anyway.
Mark Baroka gets a screen from Corpus, takes a 17-footer, book it.
You know, even though he's been doing that for how many years now, it still is a thing of beauty and a sight to behold. A guy his size who's so effective.
Monzon picked up by Ahanisi. Cross court. They'll kick out. Adams for three. Got it.
Solid. Solid. That's all I can say. Adams is solid. May not be flashy, get a lot of, you know, fanfare, but if you need a shot made, give it to Adams.
Corpus inside. And I think he caught everybody napping there.
You know, that for me is Corpus' strength. That inside game right there. This additional three-point ability of his is really a huge addition as well.
Monzon trying to shake off Ahanisi. Adams, he hit one earlier. This time, side of the backboard.
I think he got clipped a bit there by Corpus. He's like, ref, where's the whistle?
From the outside, Junicio didn't hesitate.
On line. It's a little too long.
The Dyip try to cut the lead to single digits here. 7:17 remaining in the second quarter. Johnson with the ball out to Monzon. Monzon, long three-pointer. And Rivas corrals the rebound. Here's Baroka, stops and pops. You know, that's something that he, you know, if nobody's gonna pick me up, that's what he's saying to himself. I'm just gonna take the shot.
The best coaches in the world will say, keep going until someone stops you. And no one stopped him, so he just said, hey, I got the shot, I'm gonna take it.
The lead has ballooned to 13, and Terrafirma has called the timeout. We'll be back. Welcome back here at the Inares Sports Arena, where the Magnolia Pambansong Manok Hotshots are doing battle against the Terrafirma Dyip. Magnolia has started to pull away with a 13-point advantage. And the Dyip looking to figure it out and get back into this ball game with their #1 overall pick, Joshua Monzon.
You know, for me, it's kind of been a battle of the point guards as well. I think Baroka was really challenged by what Chongson was doing early. Chongson ended up with 12 points thus far, 1 board. So here comes Baroka right back at him. Now he's got 11 points, 3 boards, and 4 assists. So keep your eyes on this little battle of the big littles.
Well, Mark Baroka actually did not start this ball game. It was Halalon who started it, but as a bench player, he was very effective. And Ramos, short of the jumper, the follow by Adams is also not there.
Very long. That was amazing he even got to that offensive board.
This is Baroka all the way inside, in and out on the layup, but he gets his own rebound here, and a jump ball is called.
Fearless. Fighter. Not afraid. That's exactly how I would describe Baroka. Look at that. On the floor. That's your vet, by the way. And if a vet's going to give that kind of an effort, all the younger kids got to say, hey, if he can do it, I better do it.
Oh, and they picked Chongson to do the jump ball.
I told you this is the battle of the bigs. They can't get up as high. That's why the referee threw the ball too high in the jump ball. The big littles.
And that's the ball is controlled by Magnolia.
Baroka.
Paul Lee also now back in the ball game.
Baroka wins the tip. I always love jump balls and point guards.
Here's Paul Lee. Ball was deflected into Terrafirma. This is Adams. Long two-pointer.
Oh, that's not his game. Good save there, though, but that allows Magnolia to go off onto the races.
Here's Janicio. And the rebound to Chongson. So Chongson cross-court. Kahilig fakes the pass. Here's Wami. Looking for the open man. It's Ramos. Inside they go. Kick out by Kahilig to Adams for three. And that's probably where you want him, right? A catch-and-shoot situation from the perimeter.
Much in the mold of Aldrich Ramos in that sense. You know, give him a little bit of space to go straight up with his shot, and you know, the higher percentages he will make it.
Ali, hesitation against Kahilig. Kicks it out, Corpus. Corpus takes a three. That's a little short. And Wami Chongson pushing it up. Gives it out to Munzon. Munzon tries to get past Lee, and a blocking foul will be called on Paul Lee.
Good effort, but I think Munzon was just able to put on the brakes there to not turn that into an offensive call. Kahilig with that nice pass out. Adams, nothing but net. He's got that ability. Remember, he's 6'7".
Here's Chongson, picks up his dribble. Stolen by Paul Lee.
Uh-oh, looks like he got hit in the leg. Paul Lee, hope he didn't pull anything. Grabbing the back, like it's a hamstring. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
That's not a good location to be grabbing. Yeah, these hamstrings usually take quite some time.
Yes, I asked Anthony Davis. And others. Oh man, yeah, I've had those types of injuries before, and let's just hope it's not. Let's hope it's just a bruise or something like that.
Oh, that's not a good sign. He's got to get help off the court.
Uh-oh. That is looking a little more serious.
And he's wincing.
Yeah,
I mean, he's in pain.
You got Coach Chito Victorero right next to him. He's really looking at him saying, hey, we need you. How serious is this? So just judging by the look on his face, like you were saying, he's wincing.
It's a lot of pain.
It doesn't look good. But you never know. These vets have a way of coming back. So, of course, they're all going to take it very seriously first and give him the best expert medical care and treatment, and hopefully the diagnosis won't be too bad. So that changes so much at this juncture with 4:39 to play here in the second quarter. Magnolia up by 10. Let's see what happens differently with you know, their big star out.
There's a steal. Here's Munzon. Nice hesitation move.
Everything but the shot.
But he missed the layup.
That was a nice move.
Yeah, it was a nice move. Tanggalang against Ramos. Tipped away. Takes it back. And De La Rosa draws the foul.
Like a carbon copy play of what happened on the other end where Paul Lee took that block. De La Rosa goes hard to the middle and gets another block against Terrafirma. So we're even.
Sanggalang out to Halalon. Halalon back to Sanggalang. That's where he shines.
So strong. Got those shoulders that are like, I don't know, like 100 meters wide. It seems like they're so big. So hard to get through him.
Here's Monzon trying to draw the foul, looking for the foul, but none called. Alalon, and he'll get the call.
They're gonna call it on Chongson. I guess they will. That'll be his third foul. That could change some things too, because he's been really their best scorer consistently here in this first half.
Here's Alalon. It drops, and I think somebody hit his head, which is why the whistle was called. There he is with the hesitation move. Boom, from behind. Yeah.
Gio troops to the line. No points yet in this ball game for him. There he gets his first off a free throw.
Well, he completes the three-point play.
Sorry, three-point play.
Here's Monzon. Double teamed. Ramos for three.
Wow.
And the rebound to Halalon. Here comes Magnolia. Nice pass inside. And De La Rosa, though, took too many steps before he dribbled.
Okay. The ref had his hand out. I was like, is he calling a foul? Took him a while to make the wheels on the bus move on his.
No, it was such a good pass that he threaded the needle. I think De La Rosa got surprised it went through. So he caught it and he took some steps before he dribbled. Rosser.
Oh, wow.
And that bounces out. They're just unlucky in this quarter.
Rosser with those extremely long arms. Just a lanky guy. That's a long pass from there, by the way. That's maybe too long.
And I'm not sure if it was required because it didn't look like he had a mismatch. I mean, Aldrich Ramos is actually taller than Ian Sangalang. So it wasn't like they needed to get it there immediately for a mismatch.
And coaches will always say, you know, we'd rather shorten the passes as much as possible. Not too short, maybe about 15, 18 feet. But I think that one he threw was probably about 35, 40 feet, so it's just too far.
No, Brill will be called for the foul against Ganuelas Rosser. Zelda from the outside. Wow.
Another alley-oop. Perhaps? No, he just missed that. Short. Zelda.
So Halalon will bring it up. Magnolia comfortably up by 15 here with a little over 2 minutes remaining. Nice pass to Ian Sangalang.
I think that was...
Yeah, that looked like it might have been a goaltend.
It already hit the backboard, and once it hits the backboard, you can't touch it. I'd love to see a replay of that, but it was close.
Well, nobody seems to be complaining, so maybe... But it seemed like he was banking it home, and then all of a sudden, it was tipped away.
Well, I think if it was a one-point ball game, they'd all be screaming, but it's 15, so they're let it go for now.
So Ian Sangalang extends this lead. You're looking at Lauren Brill. And I think his services have been needed because of Paul Lee's injury.
Right. He forces Carthy into a turnover there. Now, Brill went to Old Dominion. Did he play at Old Dominion? I also am not sure, but that's a school with a rich basketball tradition.
So Magnolia with a 17-point advantage. Timeout has been called. Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. And I think, running on cylinders, although there is a bit of concern for the Hotshots with that injury from Paul Lee. I mean, he's still on the bench.
Yeah, you can see he's back there. He's got his warm-up shirt on, and he's just still wincing. He's not getting up for the huddle. So let's just see. I'm sure they're icing him down right now. Hopefully, it's not any worse than just a contusion. But you know, I would probably say that this juncture, you know, I would rather err on the side of caution and not really try to push him. Let's see it once again. Yeah, that's from that angle. That actually did look like it was like a knee to his side of his leg. So that could have been what they call an IT band or a hamstring. But either one of them, it's painful. Look at Adams just going up. He's a great player. I mean, he's got a lot of upside. He's tall, he's lanky, he goes for those rebounds, he can hit those threes. You know, he's still adjusting, obviously, to the PBA brand of play, but good things are in the horizon for him as well.
Speaking of Adams, he gets it top of the key. Adams, nice bounce pass to Rosser. And a foul will be called here.
Rosser's got to shoot that ball.
Yeah.
You're too big, and you know, you should have the confidence to go up hard on plays like that.
I think it was Patelier that would have been called for that foul, as Brill was running down the floor.
Went to Old Dominion. You know who went to Old Dominion that I remember? Olden Polonies. Remember that name?
I very much remember that name as a Bulls fan. He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls.
All right.
And then traded for Scottie Pippen.
That's right.
So the Seattle Supersonics, I believe, was the one who drafted Scottie Pippen. And then the Bulls drafted Olden Polonies.
Oh, I bet you they regretted that trade. In fairness to Olden, he was a big dude. That was I actually got to meet him once.
Fairly talented guy, and Scottie Pippen came from a small school in Central Arkansas. Here's Adams, to Batelier against Brill, forces the issue and hits the 2 points.
That was nice. Nice little play there. Nifty, getting that shot off and getting it down.
Halalo now, top of the key, gives it to Sangalang. Sangalang bounces to Halalo and back to Sangalang. That's a nice give and go play. I mean, that's a planned play for the Magnolia Hotshots, and you can see that Halalo and Sangalang practiced that extensively.
I'm going to call that a give, go, and give, because they just always got back to Sangalang. And, you know, he actually had Adams in. Adams was in pretty good defensive position, but again, those big, broad shoulders of Ian just able to clear some space.
The drive inside, the kick out. Here's Batelier, forces the issue as the shot clock running down. Abueva gets the rebound, crossover move, pushing it up. Still, I mean, when he's downhill, he's just unstoppable, and everybody was paying attention to him, and they forgot about Sangalang. As time now expires, Magnolia in total control here. After 24 minutes of play, Ian Sangalang, the player of the week. Calvin Abueva, the player that everybody is scared of. And they have teamed up together, along with everybody else from the Magnolia Hotshots, to take a 21-point lead after the first half. We'll be right back.
Gold. It is a kind of metal that is very much desired but remains largely elusive. For almost a century, the Philippines has been waiting to get that gold in the Olympics since joining the competitions in 1924. Many have tried, but all have failed. But as the saying goes, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And last Monday, Heidelin Diaz became that beacon of light. With all her might and all her heart, Diaz lifted 127 kilograms in her last attempt in clean and jerk to seal the victory against Liao Chi-yun of China.
Philippines, the wait is over! The gold is yours! Diaz, the gold medalist of the women's 55 kilogram category in weightlifting for the Tokyo Olympics.
It's an emotional win for the Zamboanga native who, as if, lifted the entire nation's hopes on her back.
The first gold in the country's history. And then the explosion of emotions from Diaz. All the sacrifices, putting her life on pause. Just for this moment, for this one lift, for this one chance to give the Philippines its first ever gold medal in the Olympic Games.
But before reaching the greatest achievement of her career, Diaz had to overcome many obstacles, including financial struggles with her training. Then the COVID-19 pandemic came in, postponing the Tokyo Games for a year. However, Heidelin did not pause, not even for a single second. Her weapon, faith. Even before Diaz clinched the gold medal, the 30-year-old weightlifting fairy was already in possession of an important medal, the image of Mary. It's a poetic symbol for Diaz, who showed the strength of a demigod at the Olympics. And maybe God gave this tantamount mission to Heidelin for one simple reason: hope. Diaz is the symbol of hope for every Filipino struggling in this pandemic. And just like Diaz, we will win this battle, standing with our heads held high.
Dropped in the grave. Oh, over Arwin Santos. And Arwin Santos, hey, he got posterized on that one. Hooks it over to Jumper. Jumper at the baseline jam with a foul to boot. Chance for the three-point play. Hey, Lassiter, what are they going to do? Well, they tried to go for the foul, I think. Arwin Jumper. Oh, that's really big. That's really big.
And yun nga, Arwin Santos just makes the shots whenever you need them.
Oh, clear their skyways as Malonzo slam dunk. Seconds. Paul curling for the win. Sangalang! A last-second find.
What a great, well-executed play. We called
Wow!
Welcome back here at the 2021 Honda PBA Philippine Cup, where the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots are in complete control so far against the Terrafirma Jeep, leading by 21 points after 24 minutes of play. And the numbers, Vince, so far after the first half, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Yeah, obviously it's a pretty one-sided first half in favor of the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots. Look at the numbers there. Obviously 54% compared to 34 for Terrafirma. Free throws 11 out of 11, 100% for them. Only 2 free throws shot by Terrafirma. Big, huge discrepancy there. Rebounds obviously on the side of Magnolia. Points in the paint ×2, and bench points ×4. So it's looking pretty much like it's everything's going Magnolia's way.
Well, let's see, what can happen moving forward in the next 2 quarters, knowing that Paul Lee might not be able to play at least the rest of this ball game, getting injured in the second quarter. But our leading scorers, 3 in double digits already for the Hotshots.
Yeah, you got Calvin Abueva and Salangsang with 12 apiece, and Baroka with 11. Jason Corpus with those 2 threes as well, with 8 points. And Paul Lee, who will be probably sitting out, I would imagine, for the rest of this game, goes out with 5. For Terrafirma Dyip, you have Johnson with 12, Adams with 9, Aldrich Ramos with the stretch 6 points, McCarthy with 3, and Munzon with 3 only. We're expecting more out of him coming forward. I expect him to get more active, and I think the offense should be run more through him. He had a very good game last time out, but he just hasn't been getting the looks today.
Well, the Magnolia Hotshots are playing as well as any team here in the PBA. I mean, they are undefeated. They are in first place, and their teamwork combined with the talent and skill level has been through the roof so far.
Yeah, definitely. They have everything. They have good outside shooters, good ball handlers, excellent creators, guys who can finish around the basket, great coaching, great scouting. So they know what they're doing. They are a winning ball club, and they might be down 1 player right now, one really good player with Paul Lee, but there are other guys who are going to be given the chance to really step up.
So let's see how Terrafirma tries to adjust and get back into this ball game. Joshua Munzon, as you mentioned, he hit a free throw as the first point of the ball game, but after that, I think he just had 1 layup, missing a lot of his drives and outside jumpers.
And they're not giving him anything easy. Obviously, with 24 points in the last ball game, he's going to be a focal point of their defensive stance there. So let's see what he can do to counteract.
Atelier inside to Munzon, and he loses control, gets it back, passing it inside, and the layup.
Again, a great individual play by Joshua Munzon, and a lot of strength shown there as well. I thought for a fact he was going to be turning that ball over, but he had really strong hands to go get that ball and dump it off really easy too.
Alalon. Inside they go to Sangalang against Ramos. Sangalang clears some space. Alalon once again, a good crossover move. Missed the layup, but draws the foul. So he left Kahilig.
He's so shifty. I mean, Gio is, ever since even his college days and when he first entered the pros, he's just such a shifty guy. Again, not the biggest guy. He's really kind of in the mold of a Baroka, but extremely quick feet and not afraid to mix it up. He loves the contact as well.
Hey, the first missed free throw for Magnolia today.
Thanks, Gio. I'm sure everybody's loving you right now. You messed up the 100% thing. But you can tell that's obviously something that they take pride in. If day in and day out, they shoot a high percentage. Oh, the nice steal there.
And Halalon gets the 2 points. So they've extended this lead now.
I think they're trying to take him out early, so they'll have an easier time towards the end.
So Munzon will call the play. 23-point bulge now for Magnolia. Munzon.
The other guys are not moving around on the side of the Jeep.
Inside to Ramos. Ramos, they're just having a hard time.
It's difficult. For me, Ramos is not much of a back to the basket type of player. He'd much rather just, face the basket, shoot those 15-footers. But because of the way things are, he's got to do something different, something extra.
2 on the shot clock. Munzon has to force up a jumper, in and out. So he's still stuck at 3.
That was a long shot.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot with the shot clock running down. Here's a steal by Joshua Munzon, and Munzon with the layup.
There you go. It's good effort. I mean, got in the passing lane, tipped the ball out to himself, went and chased him down.
Well, that's his game. Get into the open court. Halalon almost lost control. Corpus gets it. Out to Sangalang. Hands off to De La Rosa. De La Rosa. The bounce pass goes to Munzon. There's a steal. Munzon open court once again. Goes all the way inside.
Oh, I think he hurt his hand. I hope he's okay. Oh, his finger. Ouch. Oh, I think he dislocated.
That looks like a dislocation.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch.
I wish I could unsee that right there. But
They need to put that back in immediately.
yeah. I've actually had that happen. And,
Me too.
and it hurt, and then I looked at it, and then it really hurt because it looked weird.
Well, no, it actually doesn't hurt while it's dislocated, but once you put it back in, that's when the swelling starts,
Correct. And
right?
I'll never forget when mine happened, ever.
Yeah.
Because the guy just, relax, Vince, and then he just popped it back in. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. It's when you pop it back in, that's when the pain starts. And, I can't even, it's difficult to watch it. But yeah, it's the pinky finger that got dislocated.
So I think they took Monzon straight away to the.
Yeah, I think they're going to have
Okay.
to replace him. And whoever the replacement will have to shoot the free throws.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Once you don't shoot a free throw, you can't come back in.
That might be, yeah.
I think it's when he hit the ground that he dislocated it.
I mean, that's the last thing Terrafirma wants,
Yeah.
right? A injury to their best player.
Oh, there he is. Ouch. It's still there. It's not yet fixed. So, we'll pray for him. We'll hope it's nothing too serious. The thing you got to worry about as well is the possibility of a fracture
Yeah.
when it's like that. So,
But if there's no fracture, I think he'll be able to play with that. You just put a splint. It's
Take-
fortunate. I mean, the silver lining, I guess, is that it's in his offhand. It's not in his shooting hand. But it is clearly dislocated. And they clearly need to put it back in. And that'll take a while. I don't think, if they replace him and he doesn't take these free throws,
let's see. So, Monzon in 15 minutes of action. Let's just pray he comes back. But thus far, he has only 5 points, 2 assists. Far cry from his 24 points that he had in the last ball game, and 3 out of 8 from three-point land. So, it's a big blow to the cause of Terrafirma, that's for sure. You look at Coach John Cardell looking on, wondering what's going to happen to his star-prized rookie.
so Chongson is the one who shoots the free throws. Halalon brings it up, hounded by Wami. The bounce pass inside. Ian Sangalang gets to work, short. And Ramos gets the rebound. Here's Chongson once again. Hesitation move, kicks it back out. Kahilig drives inside. Good drive.
Nice little stretch out for him there.
Yeah, I mean, he drove that with the left hand and then laid it up with the right.
It almost looked like he was about to lay down as he was sort of holding that ball out there.
His grill. Gets it to De La Rosa, to Halalon from the corner. Nice
pass.
cut by De La Rosa. See, these are the things that,
It's just
the chemistry in the system really
system. Exactly.
just makes it work.
Team basketball, simple back pick, and an easy pass to make. I mean, it's just good to see, good basketball being played by, Magnolia. Oh, wide open
Thompson
layup
gets his
again.
pocket picked by Halalon, who gets the layup.
20 points.
So a 20-point advantage for Magnolia. So the lead has been extended. Jongson against Brill. This is Kahilig for three. That's off. Nice offensive rebound and bounce pass to Roosevelt Adams.
Not a bad play. Nice pass there.
So Magnolia with possession once again. Halalon is fouled. Patelier will be called for that foul. Here's that shot by Roosevelt Adams.
Good drop off by Batelier.
So Sangalang wants Halalon, hands it off, gets a screen. Inside they go. Baroka to a cutting Corpus. Didn't have control, lost it. And Kahilig will give it up.
Good idea coming from Baroka. Just not able to finish it.
Inside to Rosser.
Got to look for his offense more.
He's been kicking out a lot. As Kahilig, he's been off left both times that he shot at this quarter.
Rosser just got to really look for his spots there. He's contented with just giving the ball up.
Corpus 17-footer. He's been quiet since the first quarter.
Yeah, he started so hot, but not too much since then.
Here's Jongson, and he steps into a three-pointer.
Again, I like his confidence. He's a whole new Jongson I haven't remembered from years ago, but
he's the only double-digit scorer, at least in the first half. Now has 15. Well, no, he also had those free throws. This is Sangalang against Ramos, the lefty. He gets it through.
Ian Sangalang with 12 points in the ball game now.
Jongson once again. Picked up by Corpus. On the left side, this is Adams out to Jongson. 7 on the shot clock. He gets a screen. Wami Jongson gets it back out. Ramos for three. And Baroka will push it for Magnolia. Baroka bounce pass to Halalon. I think he passed to himself there.
He did. Jump stop. Coaches will always say jump stop.
No, he decided to make the pass, and then it was
too late. He was going to shoot it first.
Yeah, the defense recovered, so he knew he was going to commit the turnover if he continued with the pass. So he passed to nobody.
And then he went and got it.
then he chased it down. 17-point advantage for Magnolia. Jongson, top of the key against Baroka. Gets a screen. Back to Ramos. Ramos, nice move inside.
Nice.
And he lays it in.
Aldrich Ramos now with 8 points in the ball game.
Lead down to 15. Abueva now in the ball game as well. He came in with Junicio earlier. Abueva cross court. The drive by De La Rosa. Inside against Adams. His shot is short and taken by Adams.
I really like the upside of Adams. He's got 11 points and 8 boards in this ball game. And looks like he's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, so one of the few aggressive plays where he went straight to the basket. So far, he's been satisfied with taking those outside jumpers with some success. 5 minutes, 39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We've got a timeout brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. back to the Inares Sports Arena. I'm June Torquato with Vince Hizon. It's Magnolia versus Terrafirma. Magnolia has been in control pretty much most of the ball game. Terrafirma has gotten a few runs, but so far the lead has stayed beyond double digits most of this ball game.
Yeah, it has, but you know, if you look at the overall numbers, it's really been all Magnolia in the first half. But the first part of this third period, you got to give credit to Terrafirma for coming back. They're outscoring Magnolia 15-9.
So Magnolia with their bench now back in the fold. Baroka and Abueva are both coming off the bench. Another bench player, Rafi Rivas.
Who actually started in the last ball game. So Chito Victorero really designing his lineup to really accommodate whatever team he's going against.
A lot of it has to do with matchups and where he feels that they would do better. As De La Rosa gives it to Dionisio. The lead is down to 13 points. Rivas, inside they go, and that's a mismatch that they saw. And Chongson just kind of made sure that De La Rosa could not get the proper positioning to have the easy 2 points.
That's right. Chongson just giving up too many inches to the much taller De La Rosa there.
Baroka hands off to Rivas. I think Ramos has now picked up Baroka. So Baroka takes a long to hook it.
That was just a simple play, but such a smart play right there for Baroka. Just go hard right at the defender because the defender was much taller than him. So just go hard, make him back up, get him on his heels, and pull up for that jumper.
Lead back up to 15 now. Inside they go to Camson. Kick out. Adams for three. Kaboom!
Adams, man, 16 points for him and 9 boards, working on a double-double.
Lead down to 12. The bounce pass tipped away. Terrafirma has it.
That's a careless pass right there. That
Chongson open for three. That would have been big. That would have cut the lead to single digits.
the danger for a team like Magnolia now is they know they can do it. The danger is they might get complacent and not play to the level they should play at.
The danger is compounded with the fact that they don't have Paul Lee. Dionisio blocked away, and he's looking for the foul there.
He thought he got fouled, but I think they're going to call him for a 24-second shot clock violation.
Yeah. So McCarthy will enter, replacing Chongson.
Chongson goes to the bench with 17 points, 3 rebounds.
Crosser out to Ramos, and back to McCarthy. Camson drive inside. Here's Adams. Adams missed the shot with a nice tip in by Ramos. The lead down to 10. And it looks like another turnover here as no, last touch by Terrafirma.
You know, that's the danger. Like I said, you get to a certain point where you feel that you can just do it all the time, and then you just start playing a little outside of yourself, and you make some mistakes, and you can't do that against a team like the Dyip.
So a 9-2 run has cut this lead to 10 points, 69-59, and Magnolia has called a timeout. Brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. is Matt Ganuelas Rosser. Doesn't play that many minutes, but he's making the most of the playing time.
You know, I think he's getting used to getting his playing time and his confidence back up. You know, he didn't have a lot of opportunities when he played for San Miguel. There's such a stacked roster, so playing for Terrafirma has changed all that, and he's been given a lot more opportunities to shine and to chip in. And so far, MGR has been flexing his versatility and producing some pretty decent numbers. As you can see, 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists against NLEX in the last game. Shot a 50% clip, so you know he's really making the most out of his minutes. But I think he can even do a lot more.
Magnolia with possession, up by 10. Abueva out to Baroka. Baroka back to Abueva. Mark against comes on, and that's a bailout foul with only 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
That's just another smart, heady play by Baroka. He felt the bigger, a little bit slower Camson coming at him, and he just kind of went under him and forced the referee to blow that whistle. It's either got to be a block or a reach or something.
Dionisio. Dionisio was wide open for a few seconds there, but I think Rivas waited a little bit too long as the shot clock expires.
He had him wide open. 10 points. Again, these little mental things, this is what you're fighting when you're a good team that's undefeated and you're playing against a team that's not doing so hot. 10 points is not insurmountable. Remember that.
McCarthy kicks it back out. Kahilig inside, 14-footer, bounces out, tipped away.
There's resistance to accept that call from Terrafirma.
The 2 minutes 51 remaining. Ahanmisi steps out here in favor of Halalon. Baroka out to Halalon. Baroka thought about the three from the baseline. And here's Halalon, drives against Rosser. Kicks it out. Baroka lost control, still loose.
Ooh.
And a jump ball.
Baroka just diving on the pile. This guy is tough as nails. They don't come any tougher. And he's not afraid to, mix it up, get a few scrapes and bruises. Just on it, like white on rice.
So a jump ball will be called. I think it's McCarthy and Baroka. So everybody in the paint, pretty much in this jump ball.
Another battle of the point guards.
Yeah, nobody thinks it's going to be tipped towards half court.
McCarthy takes that one.
Here's McCarthy, steps into a three. Got it.
No, I think they'll review that. It looked like his foot was on the line. The referee did call it as a three, though.
Regardless, they have cut the lead to single digits here, with about 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Baroka to a cutting Abueva. Back to Baroka. Thought about the three against McCarthy. Almost lost it. Drives inside. Halalon drives also. It finds a hole. Missed the shot. The ball goes out of bounds as the shot clock expires. So Magnolia now having difficulty finding their rhythm and finding the basket.
Again, this is that chance that Terrafirma was looking for. They've got a top-notch team, not playing particularly well.
So I think Vince, they're deciding on that three-pointer as we speak. And are they going to leave it? Yeah, I think
they did,
it
but
stays a 7-point lead.
yeah, well, they have all the different angles to look at it, so their decision. But again, it doesn't, you know, it's just 1 point right now. I think the real issue here is, you know, Magnolia is not playing up to their usual hot shot ways.
Here's Rosser. You talked about him needing to be more aggressive. He missed a shot that time. As Baroka kicks it back out. Tangalang to Abueva, left open again for three. This one's long. And McCarthy gets the rebound.
Yeah, if I'm Terrafirma, I'm happy to see you know, the Beast shoot those outside shots as long as he's off rhythm.
Nahili kicks it back out. Kamson open for three. That's a little long. And Baroka will be nudged and bumped.
Easy call for the ref. You know, simple matter of science and inertia. When you hit a little guy and he flies, the referee's going to see that.
Tangalang out to Abueva. Less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Baroka, lean-in jumper, too long. And he got the offensive rebound, but it's last touched.
Wow. Coach is going ballistic on the sideline.
But they saw that play
Yeah.
right in front of them.
But
That's
it did seem the referee that was kind of the farthest one was the one blowing the whistle and calling it. I think they're going to review it. I'm not sure. That was a good one.
So Coach Chito Victorero gets a warning. I mean, he saw it in front of him, so
It was right in front of him, exactly.
McCarthy still has it. Out to Kamson. To Rosser. They're giving room, Rosser. He's not even looking at the basket. Here's Kamson. That's a tough shot. Abueva inside. Tangalang out to Almisi. This is Baroka. Baroka picked up. And Tangalang, 17-footer.
There's a guy who's definitely always looking for his shot, Sangalang.
Shot clock is off. They need to shoot it. Baroka takes a foul. They did have a foul to give, only their third team foul, so 1.6 seconds remaining. But Rosser wasn't even looking at the basket as time was running down. So Kamson wanted to fish for the foul from Abueva, but no whistle.
I think Abueva got hit with the shoulder there.
So a 10-point advantage for the Magnolia Pangbansang Manok Hotshots against Terrafirma Dyip after 3 quarters. We'll be back with the fourth after these. Mark Baroka, off the bench for this ball game, has been a big contributor for the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots.
Oh yeah, 13 points for him already. He's got 6 boards at the point guard. That's really, really good. Got 5 of 6, shooting 5 out of 6 from the field. So definitely a big contributor, an asset on both ends of the court for Coach Chito Victorero. That is Mark Baroka, the Coffee Prince. No, is he the Chicken Prince? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's still Baroka. So
Still Baroka, the Coffee Prince. There you go.
So Magnolia will have first possession of the fourth quarter, up by 10. We've got two of the best players, as you see the quarter scoring, Terrafirma did themselves a big favor in that third quarter.
It looks like the exact opposite of the second quarter where Magnolia was up big. Terrafirma was able to equalize that in the third.
The lead is now 12. If you're joining us late, we've got a couple of major injuries, or injuries to two major players that most likely will prevent them from coming back into this ball game. The first was with Paul Lee in the first half, and then early in the third quarter, in the second half, Joshua Munzon dislocated his finger. Again, with the shot clock running down, they had to force up a low percentage shot. Here's Calvin Abueva out to Baroka. Baroka shoots a three, in and out.
Oh,
But Corpus right there.
solid. Such a good pickup for them. So
Ahan
strong.
Misi for three. He continues to struggle. You know, those things just play mind games on you as a shooter.
Yeah, he had a couple that were short. He had a couple that were long. He's just trying to dial it in. I think once he does, though, he's going to go on a streak. He looks streaky to me.
Well, historically, I mean, that's why they drafted him. He has shown the ability to hit those three-pointers. So he's just going through a rough patch. Here's Baroka. He'll shoot a three. He'll make a three.
You know, the last shot he had was in and out. This one was, no doubt about it, all net.
So first 5 points to Magnolia, lead now 15. And they get the rebound. Calvin Abueva, downhill. Passing
To the referee. She was open.
Well, yeah. And she had a light colored jersey.
So, a little brain freeze right there for Calvin Abueva. But, you know, it's not his fault. She should have made the shot.
Corpus saves it to Han Misi, and Abueva takes care of it himself. No need to pass it to a referee.
He's going to get it from his team. You know he is.
Well, it's a good thing they're up by 17 now. Magnolia has scored the first 7 points of this fourth quarter as Calvin Abueva and the Hotshots have extended the lead to 17. We do have a timeout to figure this out with Terrafirma, but you know, they had the advantage in the third quarter, Vince, and then they've given it all up, or given it all away here in the first 2 minutes of the fourth.
And Magnolia with a nice little run to start this fourth quarter, 7-0, and not a good sign if you're from the Dyip. You know, again, this team is so full of weapons. You know, when you got two big monsters like Corpus and Abueva just crashing the boards every time, fighting each other for, you know, which one of us, it's definitely going to be one of us, which one of us is going to get this rebound. You know, you know good things are going to happen. Look at the big numbers by the Beast. 14, 7, and 3, shooting higher than 50% from the field. You can't ask.
It should have been 4. The referee just didn't take the basket off the assist.
She messed up his assist. And a costly turnover by Chunks in there.
So that just drives you crazy off a timeout, right? Your first possession off a timeout, you turn it over.
But he's in shape. You can tell Tionkson looks really good. Playing good D.
Well, he's the best player so far.
Really.
For Terrafirma.
17 points, 3 boards for him.
Here's Baroka. And the rebound to Kahilig. Ahead to McCarthy. McCarthy. Back to Adams. Takes the shot. Goes all the way inside. Double pumps. Bounces it out. And Corpus takes care of the rebound.
Corpus is so strong. He's one of those, like, really bull-strong guys. Both lower body and upper body.
Inside, Sangalang.
Oh, he missed it.
Missed the layup. That's a vintage Sangalang move.
Yeah, that's where he wants to be.
9 minutes to go in the ball game. Kahilig out to Adams. Adams for 3. He's had a good touch from the three-point area.
Really nice output from Adams. That's already his 19th point. He's got 10 boards to boot, so he's got a double-double, I think.
Corpus out to Baroka. Wants a screen from Sangalang. Sangalang gets it back. Jump stop for Ian. Gets the rebound and the putback.
Now why get 2 when I can get 3? Again, when you're the shooter, you kind of know where the ball is going to miss. So he knew it right away when he shot it. It was going to be short, so he just went and chased it. Gets that offensive board, and the foul from McCarthy. Kaboom.
So Ian Sangalang has a chance to complete a three-point play. Their lead is up to 16 once again.
You know what's so surprising to me though is Ian Sangalang only has 1 rebound in this ball game for being such a big guy and doing all the things that he does. 1 is not a lot, but thank goodness for guys like Cruz and Abueva really picking up the slack. But again, in fairness to Ian, he's got 16 points and 2 assists.
Jackson Corpus called for the foul on Aldrich Ramos that time. But the lead still 16 for Magnolia. Campson with the ball, wants a handoff. Gets Adams. Adams is 19 so far. Adams inside to Campson. A nice play.
Good pass.
Yeah, good assist.
That actually could have been a 3-point play as well. Looked to me like Campson got bumped.
Lead down to 14. Alalo brings it up. Misi gets a screen. Back to Corpus.
Nice travel.
Corpus, he almost got his pocket picked there. And the drive inside. Sangalang looking for the foul. He's not happy. We do have a timeout here. We're going to talk it over. The timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Magnolia, Pambansang Manok Hotshots, and Ian Sangalang, the PBA Player of the Week, have had control of this ball game fairly since opening tip, and Ian certainly has given his contribution to the Hotshots.
Absolutely, Sangalang with 18 points now to go with his 2 assists. You know, for me, it's kind of a quiet 18 because it's not really been like a lot of plays directly for him, like set for him, but he's just kind of contributed here and there and been big.
Misi for 3. Yes, he got it.
And I've always said this: once a shooter sees the ball go through, look out, because
he badly needed that.
That looked pretty though.
Yeah,
I like that.
And it looked like a set play from the timeout. And I think that's one of, that's how a good coach gives confidence, right? You just continue setting plays. You know that he can do it. McCarthy unable to answer.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having a head coach who was a former point guard too. He knows where players want the ball, where they want to get their confidence up, where they can get their confidence up. So he makes plays designed to do so.
So lead is 17. 7:22 remaining. Sangalang will take a seat in favor of Rafi Rivas. Corpus.
Corpus.
He just stuck out his behind.
McCarthy ran into a brick wall there.
Alalon stops and pops. Book it. So the lead back up to 19 now, as Magnolia has played well here in the fourth quarter. Thompson inside, and he'll be fouled by Gio Halalon.
Bit of a fishing expedition in there by Johnson, just nonchalantly going along the baseline there. If he can make his free throws. Johnson with 18 now. $19 for him. You know, I think Coach John Del Cardell has really got it. You know, I think the makings of a very good team, very you know, explosive type team. They just got to get a little bit more cohesive, maybe execute a little bit better, and get other guys involved.
Like you said, Vince, once he sees that ball go through the basket, I mean, he had extreme confidence, no hesitation on that second shot.
Shoot or shoot. That's what they do.
And I have a feeling that he does that all the time in practice. He just has not been able to do it in a game. That's why the confidence from Chito Victorero is still there.
Now he's made two. Guarantee you he's looking for the ball now.
And they're looking for him now. Here's Ahanmisi against McCarthy. Now he drives inside and gets the 2 points.
Okay. Did I or did I not say at one point he's just going to explode? He's just getting his rhythm down, his confidence. Oh, look now, he's just had 8 points in a row.
And just like that, the lead is 22. Jarek Ahanmisi fouled from behind by Kamson.
He got clobbered pretty good there.
And he completes the 3-point play. 23-point lead now. This fourth quarter has been all Magnolia.
You could say that again. 19-7. Magnolia has outscored Terrafirma in this fourth.
Here's Kamson inside. Hesitation move doesn't go. And I think a foul will be called here with Kamson. Corpus is just a solid rebounder.
That's like when a train and a semi hit each other right there. That's just two big forces. A violent collision.
So Magnolia has possession. Time running out for Terrafirma. They've actually digressed here in the fourth quarter. They were only down by 10. Now it's 23. Anisi, well, he's got so much confidence now. He's got so much confidence. I mean, you give him a little bit of opening,
and
it's launching.
And PBA, welcome Amisi. Another weapon to a team that's undefeated, and
I mean, within 3 minutes, he's a double-digit scorer.
It's crazy, isn't it? But that's how things happen. They can change for the good or the bad in such a hurry. I'm happy for him. I mean, it's tough being a rookie trying to shine against, you know, with teammates that are also good. But again, maybe that, you know, that slight injury to Paul Lee has really helped him in the sense that he's getting a little bit more playing time and the chance to really get those shots up. Another guy who's really played well, Adams. He's got 20. I think they're going to count that with a landing spot violation, correct? So be that as may, it's 22 points for him, possibly more.
I think they're reviewing if
they
the
count
challenge,
it, yeah.
if the challenge was within the landing spot.
So at present, he has 19 and 9. Sorry, I mentioned 10 a while ago. I've been corrected. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists for Roosevelt Adams. Let's see what they call on this shot.
Well, I think the three-pointer is not in question.
It's just a matter if they're going to get possession again.
Yeah, it's a matter of whether the foul was a regular foul.
It's tough. See, you know how Rafi Rivas is like 6'9", 9.5 maybe. Adams is looking right at him, so I mean he's probably a legit 6'7" with long arms, good shooting touch from outside.
3-point basket counts.
So 3 points will count. That will be 22 points now for Roosevelt Adams. Wow. Not a bad day at the office for him.
So Adams stops the bleeding a little bit, but the lead is still 22. Alalon kicks it out.
Uh-oh.
Wide open
Uh-oh.
na Hanmisi.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now it's like a layup. He's got his confidence sky high. Don't give him an inch.
I mean, that's what, 15 points in about 3.5 minutes.
Exactly. Just need to get your tick-tock and some rhythm and a little bit of daylight. Good things will happen.
Nice move inside, and Camson gets the 2. But they cannot trade baskets and win because they're down by 23.
Misi's open in the corner. Oh, all they do is just turn around and shoot it.
Here's Ahanmisi. Well, actually, that's Corpus. I was looking at Ahanmisi on the other side. Corpus drives inside. Wild shot. Doesn't go. And Adams gets the rebound. So every possession, they must score now pretty much for Terrafirma. They want a chance in this game. And Camson gets the rebound. So less than 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 23-point lead for Magnolia. Alalon. Hesitation out to Corpus. Corpus out to, well, a 3-point attempt by De Leon.
He was open, just didn't make it. Again, this is a chance, this kind of lead to let other guys play that don't get a lot of playing time.
We've got a timeout. We'll be back. Gusto mo ba ng kakaibang viewing experience sa PBA? Register to join the PBA Virtual Fan Experience and become a Bida fan. Dahil dito sa PBA, tayo ang Bida. Registration link will be posted a day before each PBA game on PBA, PBA Rush, TV5, One Sports Facebook page, and many more. So Jerick Ahanmisi, there you see it, 15 points. I mean, I think he had 0 3 minutes ago.
Really? But he's definitely turned that around on some...
Well, he's outscored Terrafirma in this quarter, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he has. 13 points for Terrafirma. He has 15, so I mean, he's really exploded. He's such a... I mentioned it a while ago, he's streaky and definitely showing a good streak right now.
Calvo hits the shot, but the lead's still 21, approaching 3 minutes. De Leon. Out to Ahanmisi. Oozing with confidence. Gives it back to Corpus. Fakes the baseline jumper and a nice move for Jackson Corpus.
Right there. That's a tough, you know, two-man game right there with Ahamisi and Corpus. I like that. I mean, those two guys working at it. Both can drive. Both are strong. Both can shoot.
Lead back to 23. Adams kicks it back out. Calvo, long three-pointer, short. And Halalon gets the rebound. Halalon, hesitation move. And tipped out. Last touch by Terrafirma.
Well, we'll stay with the Hotshots. Big lead now for Magnolia. It's going to be difficult for Terrafirma to come back now. Although it could happen. It's not impossible, but probable, maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, if Terrafirma has a streak like Jerick Ahadmisi had, where he scored 15 quick points, they might make it interesting.
Yeah.
But even that's not enough, because they're down by 23.
Yeah, and actually, they're just battling the clock now. 2 minutes 30. That's not a lot of time to do those things. As we look at Pascual go to the line. Pascual, a pretty athletic 6'5" guy who likes to run the floor.
So he extends the lead now to 25. Batalier drives inside. His bounce pass.
Not where you want to give the ball to a big guy. I mean, they're big. They don't need the ball at their ankles, so you got to give the ball a little bit higher.
So we are now approaching the 2-minute mark here in this game. So Brill in the ball game. I don't think we have a starter in the game anymore for Magnolia. De Leon takes a three-pointer, and Adams gets the rebound. So I think Coach Chito Piccolero has pretty much decided that this is a one-ball game for Magnolia. And he's resting his starters. And De Leon gets a couple of points.
That's a great feeling. Seldom used De Leon gets on the scoreboard.
Adams, the fadeaway, tough shot. So he's one of the bright spots for the Terrafirma Jeep.
Definitely, Adams with 25 points in this game.
So this is the time for the bench to get some playing time. Ahanmisi looking for an opening. Out to De Leon, left open, so he'll shoot. I think it's gonna create a little bit of smirks and smiles from the bench of Magnolia.
Hey, you're saying, where are you guys going? You're open for the alley-oop. Ronnie De Leon, a 27-year-old from the University of the East.
Drive inside,
Nice
and that's gonna go.
That was a nice play from Batlier. Strong point guard. You know, there's a lot of guys now. You know, it used to be in the old days, point guards are not the strongest guys. They're kind of just fast. Now they're big, fast, and strong. So, you know, you really have to have the full package if you expect to get to the pro level.
So, Batalier completes the three-point play, but I think this game is over outside of the final numbers, statistics. The lead is 22, less than a minute remaining. Brill inside, draws the foul, gets the basket, and he's got a chance for a three-point play.
Nice play there by Brill. Took the contact, did a really long finger roll. Nice spin on it. Comes down. Good thing he didn't get hurt there on that sort of bad fall.
Laput with the foul. In and out.
Oh,
for
De
three.
Leon.
De Leon with the rebound. Here's Brill. Takes an open jumper.
Didn't need to. They could have just used all the clock if they wanted to, but
Yeah. I think he wanted that extra shot because he doesn't get too many. Although he might if Paul Lee doesn't return in the next few days or the next few games. Offensive rebound for Batelier. Baseline he goes. Good spin move.
ooh, nice shot.
Yeah.
Batelier with his 7th point in the ball game.
So the shot clock is off. 5 seconds remaining in this ball game. I think Ahanmisi will just hold it. And I think that's it for the ball game. 24 minutes of the second half. Terrafirma made it interesting at the end of the third quarter, but the fourth was all Magnolia, led by Jeric Ahanmisi, as they win it 105-83, a 22-point win for the Pambansang Manok Hotshots as they stay undefeated in this 2021 Honda PBA Philippine Cup.
Yeah, it was getting close towards, like you mentioned, towards the third, but a 34-20 blast of Magnolia versus Terrafirma really, sowed their fate and really ballooned this lead out to, an insurmountable number.
So our best player of the game is someone who actually is a veteran who came from the bench. Mark Baroka, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 60% from the field. Our next level player of the game, Mark Baroka, is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Yeah, he was just steady, he was tough, and he really made their offense flow.
So 105-83, our final score. We'll be back to wrap this up after these messages.
Sabi mo sa chemistry ng inyong team ngayong conference?
Yung una pa lang na binuo pa lang yung team na dumating sa amin si Calvin. Siyempre nakita namin na may bago kaming firepower na teammates na pwedeng tumulong sa amin. Kasi ito pa naman yung lineup din na yung nag-back-to-back finals kami ng All Filipino. So pinag-usapan namin na itong conference na may chance kami ulit na makabalik nung finals. So prepare kami, hard kami nung last 2 months na binigay namin yung best namin kahit bumiyahe ng Batangas, kahit mga sakit sa katawan, hindi na namin iniisip basta makalaro na ulit kasi excited kami lahat sa isa't isa.
Mark, at 35 years old, anong sikreto sa pagiging consistent pa rin ng depensa mo?
Siguro yung lang, nagpapasalamat nga ako una sa Panginoon na binigyan ako ng ganitong age na nakapaglaro pa ako ng maayos. Siyempre, sa kanya yung papuri So, parang siguro disiplina lang siguro sa katawan. Isa pa yung healthy na kinakain natin. Kasi yun na siguro yung nakapagtagal sa akin.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Coach Tito, your thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game. Mark Baroka step up with the absence of Paul. Kasi medyo nagkaroon ng konting injury si Paul, but it's just a precautionary measure lang para lang hindi lumala yung kay Paul. And good thing, nandyan si Mark, veteran. Rhys Young, sinasabi mong ano? Ano pa yan? Mga 10 to 12 years pa yan si Mark. And it's all about our defense. It's all about our defense. Yun naman yung pinag-usapan namin we want to respect this team, the Terrafirma, and also the proper mindset. Yun pa lang, on the last 3 days na preparation namin, yun lagi yung teaching ko. Binibigyan ko ng emphasis yung mindset namin going into this game. That's very important because we don't want na mag-relax kami.
So, good thing yung mga bata talagang na-adapt nila, gusto nila yung ginagawa namin, and thank you. Thank you for the win, and then it's a total team effort.
Eros Villanueva.
Hi Coach, congratulations po on the win tonight.
Thank you, Eros.
Can you talk about po yung fourth quarter ni Jerica Vincina, nakascore siya 15 points tapos 4 na tres. Can you discuss po yung value na binibigay niya sa inyo in spacing the floor tonight and moving forward?
Actually, hinihintay talaga namin breakout game ni Jeric eh. For the last 3 games, hinihintay talaga namin yan because maganda yung iniisayo niya and ang ganda ng attitude niya. Talagang binibigyan niya ng oras yung shooting niya. At the same time, ginaguide siya ni Paul, nila Mark, para lang at least, kasi nga yung bata is only 23 years old, and we want him to become our future sana. So hopefully tuloy-tuloy na yung game ni Jeric, at nakakuha na siya ng buwelo ngayon, and sana dire-diretso na.
Follow up ko lang din po sana yung status po ni Paul. Ano po yung official na diagnosis po natin sa kanya kung meron po?
Right now, wala pa eh. Medyo meron lang, parang sabi niya may na-strain dun sa leg niya. But for precautionary measure nga, hindi muna namin siya ginamit para lang ma-sure namin. But it's not a major injury, I think. Kausap ko naman si Paul and yung mga PT namin. And we just want to na mag-sure lang. Kailangan siguro ma-ultrasound, makita kung ano man yun. And then, siguro pahinga lang ng mga ilang araw, and hopefully walang major na injury kay Paul.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats po.
Thank you.
Mr. Ray Hoble.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, Ray.
Coach, tatanungin ko lang, no, kasi dati ka rin naman naging coach ng Kia, itong team ng Terrafirma, no? But looking at what they're doing right now, itong Terrafirma, although hindi pa sila nakakakuha ng panalo, ano yung nakikita mo so far sa team na to? Medyo maganda rin yung ginagawa nila, kaya lang talagang hindi pa nila makuha-kuha yung unang panalo.
Actually, wala akong idea kasi doon sa loob eh. Siyempre, internal yon, di ba? But based dun sa talent na meron sila, I think makakabuelo naman siguro sila. It's a matter of time. The role and the chemistry ng team, I think yun lang, kailangan lang siguro nilang ma-figure out kung paano makakakuha ng panalo, kung paano nila magiging mapagsama-sama nila yung talent nila. And I think they have the talent. Ang ano lang siguro is it's a matter of time siguro kung paano mabubuo yung chemistry ng team.
These game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. So Wami Chongson actually started out hot for the Terrafirma Dyip, and they kept it close.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they were right there. As you can see, they're only down by a point. But, they just couldn't sustain it throughout the whole game. But they definitely started off on the right track.
But Calvin Abueva came off the bench and provided some energy and a spark as Magnolia took an 8-point advantage into the second quarter. And in the second quarter, pretty much the same story. Magnolia continued to roll. Mark Baroca came in, our player of the game, our best player, walking into a three-pointer there, and they started extending the lead. Here's the Wami Chongson, probably him and Roosevelt Adams were the two bright spots.
The image
for the Terrafirma. Here's Halalon getting the 2 points and a 21-point lead after 2 quarters for the Magnolia Pambansang Manok Hotshots.
Definitely ballooned out for Magnolia in the second, but got to give credit to Terrafirma for making a solid comeback. I'm sure they got an earful from Coach Jonah Del Cardell at halftime, so they really played much, much better in the third period.
Well, in the third period, from a 21-point advantage, the Terrafirma Dyip really got it going. And this is already in the fourth quarter, where Misi, after Terrafirma caught up within 10 points, he got hot in the fourth. But yeah, after 3 quarters, the
10 points.
The Hotshots really were only up by 10, and Terrafirma cut that lead from 21.
Coaches will always tell you, try to get the score under 10, because they were down by like 20 plus for some time. So try to get under 10 going into the fourth. They had it at 10 going into the fourth, but
yeah, but the Hotshots just got hot from the outside. Mark Baroka, the guy who really anchors this team, the veteran, really just shone for the Hotshots. This is Brill getting the foul. This is actually towards the end, when the game was already decided, as Brill gets the 3-point play opportunity there, as the Magnolia Hotshots do win by 22 points here in the Inares Sports Arena. Well, don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we're gonna see TNT once again. They've only played 1 game so far, and they go up against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. That's the Tropang Liga. So on behalf of my partner, Vince Hizon, I'm Jude Turquaro saying thank you very much for watching the PBA on PBA Rush.